I would have been trying to connect the dots if indeed Robinson got the job, what that would mean for Vrabel, who is probably going to be the most highly touted coaching candidate that's out there. I have to assume him and Ben Johnson with the Detroit Lions. That's a guy I'd love running my program. So I'm kind of curious to see, okay, who would the GM be that would lead me to Mike Vrabel? Because if I'm a Jet fan, I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, and Vrabel is, real quick, Jeane, is just from everything that I have been told from talking to multiple people around the NFL, they believe that look, I said this after the Bill Belichick stuff, which we're going to get to in a second here, Jeane. I know, but from everybody that I have talked to, this is going to be a very thorough search for the Jets, all that stuff. But the name that is kind of here, and then the rest of the pack, from my understanding, it is Mike Vrabel. And I know the Jets have already put out their feelers to gauge interest, if Vrabel would be interested in the Jets, if there's anything there that he would want the job or take the job or anything like that. But he is somebody that, from my understanding, is atop the Jets' wish list. And it would not surprise me at all if the Jets actually went to Vrabel, and one of the things to try to get him to be their head coach was they said, look, we'll hire you, and then we'll keep you involved in our search for the general manager. Now, Robinson, again, I don't believe that is a precursor to get Vrabel. Look, those guys know each other. Those guys work together. It's not like they're best friends. It's not like they're vacationing together. It's not like these guys are, the godfather of another one's kid. Like they work together. That's a connection, but I don't get the sense that they're like BFFs or anything like that. But I do believe that if Vrabel is the top person for the Jets, and they will not be the only one who has Vrabel atop their wish list, in the effort to do everything they can to get him, it wouldn't surprise me to say, look, let's get you involved in the GM search as well.
Well, and JJ, real quick, just a little more on this topic. Should the Jets hire a GM first before finding a coach? That kind of goes with the whole, well, if you get Robinson, does Vrabel come in? Or do you try enticing head coaches that come with the plan of allowing them to bring along a GM they want?
I'm going to give you a very complicated, wishy-washy answer, Jeane. If Mike Vrabel is willing to come to the Jets, I am more than willing to hire Mike Vrabel first and bring in a GM who is going to accommodate him. I'm A-okay with that. Normally, I wouldn't be if we're talking about somebody who has not done the job before.
Vrabel's the only head coach you let that happen for.
Correct, yes, because he commands instant credibility. Where no knock on whoever you might bring in as a candidate. Ben Johnson, if he's interested. Aaron Glenn, if he's interested. We're talking about folks that have never been NFL head coaches before. So there's an entirely different set of circumstances. Vrabel's done it. He's taken teams to the playoffs. His teams are well coached. He overachieves. That, to me, is my kind of counter to all of that, if that makes sense.